Hey there, John and Vikki Downey from Southern California.
We wanted to just speak briefly about the importance of having a passive income, some sort of a passive income in your portfolio or in your as part of all of your streams of income. Hopefully you have more than one, and if you don't, I think maybe that's a priority. You should look into having multiple streams of income. I read somewhere that they say that the average millionaire has between 3 and 7 streams of income, and I really think 3 is kind of on the light side. But what type of income do you want? And most people work for a living. So they're trading hours for dollars, whether you're salary or paid hourly, no matter what, you're trading hours for dollars. In other words, if you didn't show up for work for 6 months, maybe a year, if you just said, hey, I'm going to take a little hiatus, I'm not going to be at work, are you going to continue being paid for that? Probably not. And if you are, then you're very fortunate. If you're trading hours and you can walk away from that for an extended period of time and still get paid, you're very, very fortunate. You're in the minority of people. So most of us are working and trading hours for dollars, which is an active income. And if your overall household income is 70% or more active income and 30% or less in passive, I think that's a minimum. I think you really need to look more into the passive side of it, because the big reason is, if you have an active income, and if you solely rely or mostly rely on that income for your family's household, your income is limited because you're limited by the time you can work. You can only work so many hours a day, and it's less than 24. And you can only work so many weeks or days in the week, and it's going to be probably 7 or less. So your income is definitely limited. There's a ceiling on it. If you can find a passive income source, in other words, you can get paid for work that you did before. Like Vikki and I, we get paid on work we did, not just today, not what we're going to do today or this week, but we get paid on what we did yesterday, what we did last week and last month and last year. We get a little bit on that work that we did in the past, whether we do it or repeat it or not again. So in other words, if we took 6 months to a year off, we're still going to get paid because we still have that passive income source coming in. If you can get your household income to a better ratio, to 50%, or wouldn't it be nice if you had 70% of your home income generated from passive sources and only 30% from what you're actively doing, trading hours for dollars? That's where true freedom comes in. Financial freedom, time freedom, that's when that comes into play, because you're no longer relying on the hours in the day and trading those hours. And even if you work overtime, you figure, hey, I've worked an 8-hour day or a 10-hour day or whatever it is. If I work another 3 or 4 hours, I can earn time and a half. It's still limited. You're only going to get so much. So I would say, look into a passive income source. We know of many. There's so many out there. And there's a lot of great ones. There's ones that aren't so good. There's some really good ones out there. And if you guys need some help sorting through that and sifting through that, please reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to go over that with you and help you out, and maybe find something that will work for you and your family for a passive income source, or maybe a couple of different passive income sources to help you along. Thank you.